All right, very disgusting video here. Welcome back, first of all. This is horrible, and I'm going to get into what this really means and what it could lead to, or what they could use it as. Dozens of dead bodies were decomposing in a truck that was non-refrigerated in a New York City funeral home. Again, just stripping away the laws of the universe, of the creator, of our natural laws of... Just like Creon in that book, I forgot the name of it, but where they say, don't bury your brother's body. But then she says, Antigone. It was Antigone, I believe. But then she says, don't you know that there's a law above you? Yes, God's law. Even though the king told her not to, and then she was killed for that, I believe, for burying her brother by following God's law, because that's all that matters in the end. Don't follow man's law. You're here for a little while. You have so much more to go to if you follow God's law. They're kind of just dragging us all into it, and this is their whole plan. Just like Bohemian Grove, it was a ritual to rid themselves of their sins before they even committed them. So by dragging us all into it, they bring all of humanity down, which kind of frees them, I guess, from that individual prosecution by the Creator. If you go along with this, you are selling your soul. It's like if you lead a horse to water, the horse knows when it gets to the water that they're going to make you drink. This is a complete different... You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I'm saying you can lead a horse to water and you can make it drink. So I'm kind of switching up this quote. But when it goes to drink, you shove its head in the water and make its ass drown. And that's what's happening here. So residents in the Brooklyn neighborhood smelt an awful stench for days, dead bodies, Soylent Green. And then police were called to investigate, and they found all the dead bodies in the truck. And the media will probably say it's war on the streets, and these are all dead bodies from coronavirus. And just be absolutely ridiculous. They were unloading bodies. They had bodies all over the floor inside the funeral home. They came out one by one, blood dripping, one local man told a New York CBS affiliate, adding that he saw funeral home workers moving corpses without masks or gloves. Wow! Okay, I don't understand why. Without mask or gloves. I don't have the answer to that. That was just insane. He also said, the smell, forget it, it was overwhelming. I bet. I mean, it was dozens of dead bodies rotting in a truck as they pulled away your basic human rights and humanity of burying corpses. You can't even attend. People being threatened for going to funerals now. Yeah, don't put up with that law. Don't put up with any of these absurd laws. Because all your rights are given from God, not from other man. But the whole point of the Constitution and Bill of Rights is to be able to practice these rights without consequences from man. Because you can do it anything. You can do absolutely anything. God has given you free will. And with free will comes separation. That's why we have the devil in the first place. Giving us free will allows for traitors and people who go against him. And that's part of the price to pay. And then those who are good have to fight against that. But like I was saying, the whole point of the Bill of Rights is to keep those rights protected without being prosecuted by other men. Because like I said, you can do absolutely anything. They can block off, for an example, they can block off a beach. You can still go back there. Nothing's stopping you, but this other man is going to stop you. And that's what the Bill of Rights protects, is the ability for a man not to stop you. And so we are freedom at the most insane level, and we have the ability to create absolutely anything, but other men can stop us. And that's what America was about, was stopping other men stopping us. That has all been washed down the drain now. President of that Brooklyn bureau, Eric Adams, said he arrived at the Creckley facility on Wednesday evening to see what looked like a crime scene. With the streets sealed off as officers inspected the trucks. Like I said, that was the end of his quote. And like I said, they'll probably say this was the coronavirus, mass death, zombies walking the streets, Alex Jones is bad. And also, and if they do that, we got to remember this quote. So coronavirus equals blood. That's a gunshot wound or a stab. So just think if they blame this on the coronavirus, or even come out and say that all these patients tested for coronavirus, they'll add it to the numbers. They're probably going to add these to the numbers anyway, regardless, even though it was a gunshot wound because one of them was dripping blood. But they'll test them as they're dead. Testing a dead person, how humane is that? And then they'll test positive for coronavirus, and then they'll put it as a coronavirus death, even though he has a knife gouged in his side. So I think that's all for this one. I got kind of distracted. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.